welcome to the resume review. We are going to review a couple of resumes today. We have two. Um, Usually before, what we do is we give feedback to the resumes, right? Like change this, change that, update this, remove that. But right now it's a little bit different. We want it to be more personalized, so we want to connect with more people. So what we do is we actually want to focus on like hands-on experience and like making sure that this is updated. So we have one for Basi Elisha. He has a good starting here for the resume. Some lacking information with team lead. What did he do with Facebook? Social media as well, and then device manager, and then science teacher as well, and then yeah. So that's what we are going to update right now. Not sure about browser operator. Let's check. Oh, okay. So this is a Bowser. I thought it was Bowser from Super Mario. But yeah, let's update this. I think he wants to make sure that it's Web3. Um, you know, he wants us to be focusing on Web3. So that's what we're doing right now. All right. So let's open Canva. Let's do our magic over at Canva. Think we got some. I'll make a base out of this as well. Let's update this to Basi. Basi Elisha. Alright. Okay, so we just need to update a few things here. Let me do a dual screen. Alright, and let's zoom that in a bit and zoom this out. Alright, so I think let's change it up a bit for Basi. Let's look for some templates that he could use that suits his details. Okay, so this is since this is focusing on education, what we could do is make sure to change the template. So I'm looking for a template that just just to give resume. What's it called? Educator. So it's modern and minimalist. Okay. Okay, I'm getting some few inspirations here. All right. So I think let's go with circles for this one. And then shapes. Going to update the shapes to fit the modern theme that we have going. Okay. All Alright, I know what we could do. Alright, so let's do that. Just work some little bit of magic to it so that unlock, and then make it like that, make it like this as well. Okay, make it a little bit smaller. And then what we need to do is change it to white. Okay, and then put it at the back, or just copy paste this. There you go. Alright, so we have that, like that. There you go. Let's make that as well here. Okay, so let's change the color. What color is he using? He is using blue, so let's go to color palette. Let's look for something blue. There is a color already that I use. I think I used this before, but I didn't really use it here. I just use it to. Okay. He's in a darker shade of. He's in the middle of the shade, similar to the purple that we got before. Let's look for blue. I think he has this color. Because blue are usually used for like education. It's hard to look for a good blue. If you guys have any idea for like a good blue, let me know. That we could use. But I think we could use that and then a darker shade of blue as well. Like this. Because it ties in here. Hmm. Yeah, it doesn't really suit the blue that I'm looking for. Yeah, this is one of the probably one of the difficult part of, working on these things because it's hard to look for a good blue. Let's try this. I think this is a similar color that he is looking for. Solid color. Yeah, I think that looks good. Alright, so we have that. I'm going to change the font as well to fit what he wants. I think we're going to use Garrett for this one. I don't really use like fonts like Arapi because it's way too Web 2-ish for designs. The ones with the twirl to it, I don't really use it. So what was the font earlier that we used? Garrett. There you go. Let's change that. Let's change that to Basi Elijah. Educator. Alright. And then we'll use ChatGPT to improve on it. Okay. Don't be shy to use AI. It's okay. Because it's made to make our lives easier. So what I did is I just said, can you improve on this wording? And then I pasted it and then just got it there basically. And then for Web3 we don't really need to put all of these details, right? For LinkedIn I will however copy this. It's good, but it says here his profile doesn't exist. Okay. These are clickable. Yes, you can see clickable mail, which is good. This is good. Um, you could also use this as well for like Twitter. I'll put it insert link here. All right. And then his email is, let me just copy that or just type it in. Fuzzy Elisha 99 at gmail.com. Alright, so we're on a good start here. He can just drag and drop his image here if he wants to. It's so easy. Like, let's say for James, we can put it as James there. We can basically do that for him later. For his skills, since he is a content writer, so he has content writing here. Social media management, he should also put here social media management. I'm not sure about communications, right? Because this is a given skill to everyone working in like any particular industry. Look, any industry at all, you need to have good communication. So content writing, copywriting, sales, and then SMM. All right. And then for the soft skills, communication. I'm not sure about communication. We don't really need to put it here. Flexible. Um, let's ask ChatGPT. Can you give me soft skills for? And then I'll copy this again, right? Oh, I think he was preferring or looking at the this effective communication. So let's do that. Let's have technical skills here and then soft skills here. Effective communication, adaptability, and flexibility, critical thinking, collaboration, leadership. Okay. How many do we have? One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. All right. So you have these two. I think they're looking solid. As an SMM as well, you need to have like basic knowledge with most of the tools that is available. So I think he is good with Twitter. He knows Twitter. But I'm not sure about the tools that he is using. Blockchain, yun, Unblur. So, so since if he is a content writer, he must be good with Google Suits. Okay, Google Suite or Microsoft 365. Yeah, these are basic tools that everybody knows, right? If you are unsure about any tools that you're not quite sure what to put, you can put Google Suite. Google Suite is basically any tool that is used in Google, like Google Docs, Sheets, um, Slides. Those are Google Suite. There is also a Microsoft counterpart as well, like Sheets in Google is called Microsoft Excel. Slides in Google are called PowerPoint in Microsoft, and then basically it's just like Android and Apple. They have like two similar things, so you can add this as well. What else do we need to add? I am, however, going to cut off with the spacing here. Because I want to put his education above, or I think he prefers his education to be on this particular slide here. Because if we're doing that, we're taking away a huge space. So what we are going to do is we're actually going to just put the education here because he only has one education. Like most of the people that we have. I mean, I have one education too, a bachelor degree in IT. And I usually just put it at the side if I am going to create my own resume. I think we have a copy of, yeah, we have a copy of that too, so we are not going to worry about that anymore. Makes it easier for us. Okay, right, so we have BS in geology, study of the earth. Prince Abu Bakar University. And then ungroup, let's update the date to 2021. I think he is still studying. Let's put the grade here as well, 3.2. That's excellent. We are done with most of the side that we have here. I'm not really going to put the personal detail because it's not needed to be known by anyone in Web3. Like if you're, let's say, working in Web3, do you want to know that people know all these information, right? Especially when you're sending these out to like people, it's best to leave these details hidden. So I am going to remove that on his resume here, the updated version. And we're just going to focus on his experience. So for his experience, we need to have at least 3 bullet points explaining the following. We have details of how many percentage he has an increase with, like statistics explaining on his previous work. Um, this is a good example that we have. I didn't really do anything on this when I was making the one from Barnaby last week. So all of this was him, and what I only did is just um, updated it to where it looks good or updated. So welcome, Ireti. Welcome to the stream. So we're just reviewing the resume and then we're actually updating it real time too. So currently we're working on Bases here. We're at the experience stage. We're actually done with the left side, which is the bar here, the tools here and everything. So we're done with that. And then we're working on this side as well. So that's really good. So this one, let's put it here. And it's good as well that he added the latest up to the not latest here, the least. So that's a really good addition. So he is currently a content writer for blockchain blurb unblurred. So he didn't really added the place like what the other guy did before. So we are just going to do that there, and then staying strong almost 1 year in this industry or in this work too. So what? Okay, so let's update this. I am a content writer over at Blockchain Unblurred. Can you give me bullet? Okay, so since he didn't really add anything here, we're just going to add neutral points on this one. So neutral points are basically everything that he does but doesn't have any like numbers to prove it yet. So it's up to him if he wants to add some numbers explaining this particular points. I think I'm going to stop ChatGPT there. Obviously, we want it to, because since you are a content writer, you regularly write content, right? So audience engagement as well. You also make sure that the audience is engaged with the content that you sent out, and then um, content management. So you oversee the content calendar there. Okay, I think that's a good starting point. So these are the three that we need to add. So next is, we're done with that. Next is a team lead. Can you also make me another one, but for my different role? It's a team lead over at, okay. Alright, so while we're waiting for that, let's just update the one here. So we don't really need to add team lead Facebook. I think he is saying team lead over at the Facebook team that they have. So we could just explain it here, like led the Facebook team on this particular area. Okay, we don't need to say like Facebook on the title of the position, so we just need to put it there. then O, I get it, and then November 2022 to present. Okay. Next is direct and oversee the Facebook team. There's that. That's where we put the Facebook in. Okay, next is problem resolution. That's the common one when you are a team lead. So we're putting that as well. Right. What's the next one? Social media manager for um, what's this? Facebook. Social media manager for Twitter. Okay. Oh, he's also at the same company too. Okay. Make me one for social media manager, but on the same company. Alright, so he has been here since August 2022 up to the present. So that's good. I'm going to stop there as well. So he, I think, developed, implemented the strategy, audience engagement, of course, and content creation. That's basic for any social media manager. I think he has more and more experiences as well. Um, since if he is focusing on, okay, all right, let's add these three. Okay, and then the reference we could just put it on the side here, right? So let's do that right now. Let's update this a little bit. And put it behind so that we could see our texts. There you go. I'll just delete this because we are not going to need this. Okay. And then I will add the reference here so that we can just get that finished. I'm going to use the same layout that I did here. Okay. Let's put Federal University Lokoha. And then so for sorry, for this one, if you are going to put a reference, especially in the Web3 space, you don't really need to add number because let's say I'm from the Philippines and then I'm one of the employers and then I'm planning to hire Basi here. So I can't really look for him or I can't call this number because most of the numbers that we have for like countries are local and it would cost a lot of money just to call people outside the country. That applies to every um, country too. So what you could do, if you're putting up the reference, LinkedIn is always the best key here, because it for me it doesn't make sense to add numbers. So what I'll do is social media link, right? Makes it easier for people to, contact the reference. Okay, and then browser operator, and yep, that's it. So we're good with the reference. Let's go back to this one. Alright, device manager. I think he manages heavy equipment and devices. Okay, so he was there from this date, and then let's go back here. Um, okay, device life cycle. Okay, obviously he also makes sure that the life cycle of the devices are all good, 100% health. So let's put it there as well. And what else does he do? Some basic parts, inventory management. So he manages or he tracks the record of every devices that were used, statuses, distribution. So obviously that is very obvious. Policy development and implementation. I, I'm not sure. Technical support and troubleshooting. I'm not sure because I don't really know the exact details of this. I'm only limited to what is shown to me on the resume. So I'm looking for very generic things to put here, and then he could improve upon it, giving him a good layout and understanding on what to put. So, yep, he obviously, when you are managing devices, you need to know basic troubleshooting and technical support on how to fix device related issues. So we're adding that as well onto his skill stack here. And then lastly, I think let's just put it here because he maintains everything. I'll also delete the references here. I think we're just okay. Science teacher. This is good when you're using ChatGPT, especially like this. As long as you have like a couple of history on a specific things, you can just ask it. Can you do this? Can you add more? Can you do a specific thing on a different position? So it does that for you, so you don't need to worry about anything at all. Okay, let's put science teacher. I used to love science too. Mustard Seed Academy, and then okay, I added it here, senior classes on chemistry, just to, update it a little bit. So see, um, what I did is just copy and paste that. It says here, duties and responsibilities as a teacher, subject expertise. Everybody should have that when they are a teacher, or especially focusing on specific expertise. So that's a good understanding here. Um, since he is a science teacher, it is given that they are doing this is again they are doing experiments with chemistry, like different chemicals, safe chemicals that reacts to one another, physics, like how object drops, gravity, and then geography as well. So obviously, what we need to do is we need to add that here as well. Next is here evaluation, and let's add one more: foster a connection between different sciences. So that's really good. I'm starting to like this resume now. It looks very clean and he has a lot of things here. So let's add one more. The last one is, I think, and then we're going to call it a day because the other one did not show up. Or I think, let's check. Yeah, Simon was already reviewed by Wanderlust, so we're only left with this for Basi. If you guys have resumes or you want me to update it, let me know. And then if you could join the live session as well, you could add something into the mix, right? Giving your thoughts on the updates if you want to change it or not. It's a good way to improve our resume. This is like a hands-on experience with, you know, just being here. Intern. This is where everything started for him. Um, National Space and Research Development. Alright, that is cool. That's a good internship. Do one for this intern at National Space and Research Development. That's a good, that's a really good background. Yeah, I like that. I like research assistant and then project collaboration as well, because when you are an intern, you collaborate with the senior researchers or the seniors around you. Typical internship here in the Philippines, funny enough, is interns are just basically being told to go to the printer, print this, make me a coffee. 'Cause I used to be an intern just like that too. So if I am going to put my internship over at my resume, I'm going to make sure to put expertise in making coffee and printing in a large scale printer. We're not going to do that on this resume, obviously, because this is respectable agency. It's National Space Research and Development. I'm pretty sure they were focusing on actual meaningful tasks for internship. Obviously, he offered technical assistant as an intern. Always need to make sure you bring the best out of you. And then, since he is an intern, he most likely participated in workshops and seminars to enhance his space science and research techniques. I like that. It's a solid, it's a solid looking resume. So let's check that again, and then make sure that we got everything covered. Alright, so we have Basi, Elisha. He just need to chuck in his image here, just drag and drop. I will be sending this out over at the resume review. And yeah. And then Web3 educator. He is focusing on being a Web3 educator, content writer, team lead, everything here, education. So he could also explain that this is his technical skills at the moment, and then this is his soft skills. References. If you guys want to separate skills, it's okay. You can just put here technical skills and then soft skills, but that actually takes a lot of space, so we didn't really need to put that. I only did a separation between the two. Um, but yeah, this is a solid looking resume. Modern, but not really like, like over the top color and everything. I think what we could do to spice things up, we should add something to, make it a little bit more interesting. Right? To make it a little bit more interesting, we add a blue into it. And then, yeah. Now I like that. Yeah, I like that. What do you guys thought? What's your thought on this? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. This honestly looks good. With the gradient, not too harsh on the gradient, right? But I think we could just stoop down a little bit with the gradient. Let's make it 15. Let's make it 15 as well. Nah, I don't see the gradient anymore. Let's make it 20. Alright, so we now have a good looking resume for Basi Elisha. I like it. I honestly like it. I think if someone's asking me to, Mark, do you have a template for a resume? I'm going to send this to them. Um, let's make a template link so that everybody could make this as a template. I'm going to make it public for everyone, so you just need to basically click this, and then when we go to, let's say, um, Canva, it will let you a template by me. Use the template for a new design. So you could change this too on your end without affecting the actual design, because you are copying the template and then putting it on your own Canva and then do whatever you want with it. So make it available for everybody, of course. I'm going to post that over at the resume for a reply to him. Let's reply to him right now. Okay, and then I'm just going to copy. Oh, nope, that's not it. Okay, alright, so I think we have a good, solid resume for Basi here. I'm pretty happy with the result. I hope he is as well. And but yeah, thank you guys so much for attending our resume review. Appreciate it, everybody who comes in. People who left, I still appreciate them. Thank you guys so much for coming in, and see you guys over at Friday, to where we are going to create something with AI. Me and James is going to create something with AI. Okay. So thank you guys so much. See you guys around. Happy Wednesday. It's in the middle of the week. I hope you're still surviving the week. But thank you guys. See you guys on Friday. Bye bye.